Good morning, students. This is Kamal Kumar. Today I am going to teach you new property of the triangle, and that is criteria for congruence triangle. And this is from class 9 NCERT Maths. So let's see how many criteria are there for the congruence triangle. You know that in previous class 7, 8, you have already studied about these properties, but you will study lot of things about the criteria for congruence triangle in this chapter. So let's see. First, we have to understand what is congruence triangle. Congruence triangle is two triangles are said to be congruent if they are equal in shape and size. The symbol of congruent is this is the symbol of congruent. You know that here you can see two types of symbols are there. One is this type of symbol is there. This symbol is called equal to. We say is equal to. Okay, equal to. This is the symbol of equal to. Another, this is the symbol, and this is the symbol of similarity. This is the symbol of similarity. Similarity means looking same, but equal means equal in size. You can see this is the triangle ABC. Another triangle is this is also PQR. These two triangles will be equal if they are equal in angles as well as equal in their sides. Means angle A, if angle A is equal to angle P, if angle B is equal to angle Q, and if angle C is equal to angle R, and their corresponding sides AB should be equal to PQ, BC should be equal to QR, and AC should be equal to PR. So two triangles will be congruent if their angles and corresponding sides will be equal. Okay, you can see angle A should be equal to angle P, B should be equal to Q, C should be equal to R, and their corresponding sides AB should be equal to PQ, BC should be equal to QR, and AC should be equal to PR. Then these two triangles will be triangle ABC will be congruent to triangle PQR. There are 6 parts. You know that in a triangle there are 6 parts. So 6 parts of one triangle should be equal to the 6 parts corresponding 6 parts of another triangle. Okay, 6 parts of one triangle should be equal to the corresponding 6 parts of another triangle. Then the two triangles will be congruent, and that is called congruence of triangles. Okay, now we have to see how many properties are there, how many criteria are there for the congruence triangles. Let's see the criteria. Generally there are 4 criteria, but one more criteria we study. First one is triple S. This triple S is said side, side, side. Another is SAS. This is a short form of side, angle, side. Third is ASA, and this is called angle, side, angle. Fourth one is AAS. This is called angle, angle, side. And fifth one is RHS. R for right angle, and H stand hypotenuse, and another is side. Side, one of the side containing the right angle. You can say one of the side containing the right angle. We will understand by the diagram these all 5 properties. So first one is SSS, side, side, side. This property says if 3 sides of one triangle are correspondingly equal to the 3 sides of another triangle, then the 2 triangles will be congruent. For proving 2 triangles congruent, you need at least 3 parts. You know that in a triangle there are 6 parts, but for proving congruent property, for proving 2 triangles congruent, you need only 3 parts, and those 3 parts should be in this way. You cannot write this angle, because you can see A, triple A is not there. Triple S is there, but triple A is not there. That triple A we will study in the similar property, criteria of similar triangle property, that will be in class 10. SAS, you can see SAS, 2 sides, one of the angle, 3 parts are here also. 2 angles, one of the side, here also 3 parts. Angle, side, 2 angles, one of the side, 3 parts are here. And right angle, hypotenuse, and one of the side containing the right angle, and here also 3 parts. So for proving 2 triangles congruent, we need 3 parts, and these 3 parts should be in this way. You can see on the board. You cannot write in any other ways to prove the 2 triangles congruent. So first one is triple S, side, side, side. Side, side, side means this property says if 3 sides of one of the triangle is correspondingly equal to 3 parts of another triangle, then the 2 triangles are congruent. So you can see I have drawn one of the triangle ABC here, and another triangle, and that is I have drawn PQR. So 3 parts, suppose AB is equal to PQ, BC is equal to QR, and AC is equal to PR. Okay, corresponding side of AB in PQR, that is PQ, corresponding side of BC in PQR, that is QR, and corresponding side of AC in PQR, that is PR. So 3 sides of this triangle ABC are equal to 3 sides of PQR, then these 2 triangles are congruent. And what the rest things what is left on those triangles, and the left thing is angle. The left things are angles left. If the 2 triangles are congruent, then their corresponding angles also will be equal. Okay, so this property is called side, side, side. Okay, another is side angle, side. Side angle side says if two sides of one of the two sides and included angle of one of the triangle are correspondingly equal to two sides and included angle of another triangle, then the two triangles are congruent. Once again, if two sides and included angle, remember I use the word included, okay, two sides and included angle of one of the triangle are correspondingly equal to two sides and included angle of another triangle, then the two triangles are congruent. So see this property by the diagram. This is ABC. I have drawn ABC, and here this is PQR. Okay, PQR. This side is equal to this side, and this side is equal to this side. Means AB is equal to PQ, BC is equal to QR, and included angle of these two sides, what will be? This will be angle B. Included angle of AB and side AB and BC is angle B. The corresponding angle, what will be for this PQR? Angle Q. So that's why it is called two sides and included angle. Means those sides containing the angle, that angle is called included angle. So that's why I use the word two sides and included angle. So this property you cannot say ASS or SSA. So that will be in this way only, side angle side. You can write only side angle side. You cannot write ASS, SSA. Otherwise the meaning will change. Okay. So this is the property. Two sides and included angle. So two sides and included angle of one of the triangle are correspondingly equal to the two sides and included angle of another triangle, then the two triangles are congruent. Okay. So here triangle ABC congruent to triangle PQR. Third criteria is ASA, angle side angle. Angle side angle. There is also meaning. It means if two angles and included side, if two angles and included side of one of the triangle are correspondingly equal to the two angles and included side of another triangle, then the two triangles are congruent. Okay. So see by the diagram I have drawn, this is the triangle ABC. ABC, another triangle is, this is PQR. Okay. Two angles, angle B, corresponding angle of PQR will be Q, angle C, and I suppose this angle R, and included side will be BC. So included side of this PQR will be QR. Okay. Two angles and included side of triangle ABC are correspondingly equal to two angles and included side of another triangle PQR, then these two triangles, triangle ABC and triangle PQR, will be congruent. So that's why this property is called ASA. Another property, this is similar to the property 3. Okay, these two are similar property. That's why I told before only there are 4 properties. Okay, but one more property there which will be similar to one another. So these two are similar to one another. Okay. So that is AAS, angle side. What does it mean? Let's see the diagram first. Triangle ABC and triangle PQR. Okay. Angle, side and side. I did not take here the included side. I have taken two angles and the side which is not included by those angles. I have taken another side. Okay. So that side can be AB or AC. Two angles included side I did not take. I have taken two angles and side other than the included side. Okay. So what will be this property? Means if two angles and the side which is not included, means other than the included side, two angles and the side other than the included side of one triangle are correspondingly equal to two angles and the one of the side of another triangle, then the two triangles are congruent. So here these two triangles are congruent. Let's come to this criteria, that is RHS. And what is RHS? See the diagram. I have drawn two right angles, right triangles, triangle ABC and triangle PQR. Two right triangles are there. If there are two right triangles, then you know that obviously there will be one of the angle right angle, so that is already equal. Then hypotenuse, side opposite angle opposite to the right angle is called hypotenuse. So this hypotenuse is also equal, and one of the side containing the right angle, that can be AB or BC, because this right angle containing two sides AB and BC. So any one side can be, suppose this side is there, then corresponding side of this PQR will be QR. So in two right triangles, if hypotenuse and one of the side containing the right angle of one triangle are correspondingly equal to the hypotenuse and the side containing the right angle of another triangle, then the two right triangles are congruent. So that property is called RHS. Okay. Now you understood these all five properties. These all properties will be used to solve the various type of example you will face in the exercises. Okay. Thank you. We will see the example in next class.